Good morning, good afternoon. Well, in the words of Larry Long Jr., my guest, it is about to go down. Are you ready for this? All right, you're in just a good place. If you're here joining us live, or even if you're catching the replay, I guarantee that this is going to be a show you want to watch because Larry is super high energy, super entertaining, has lots of great tips for you on how to leverage LinkedIn to increase your business and build those relationships. But before we bring Larry in, a couple of quick announcements as we do. If you are in the Phoenix area, I want to give a shout out to one of our sponsors. This is Social Life. They are an app that you can download on Google or the Apple Store, and they're talking about how to get you involved in more events. So if you're looking for things to do, then I highly recommend you grab their app and start filling up your social calendar with Social Life. All right, next up, we have on May 29th at Courthouse in Chandler, I'm hosting again my Social Connect Simplified. This is honestly, it's happy hour. It's happy hour. It's nothing fancy. It's just happy hour with good people, entrepreneurs, business professionals. If you could just use a break in your week to just hang out, because a lot of us feel like we're on isolated island being solopreneurs, and this is a spot you want to get to. Again, May 29th. You can join us also at socialconnect.world. That is a community to meet other people here in Arizona who are running businesses just like you. And last but not least, I want to thank everybody who came out to my April 27th Live Love Chandler event. We had about 15 volunteers lending a hand for our senior community, just cleaning up yards and weeds and all this stuff to beautify their homes for the spring. So I just want to give a heartfelt thank you for those of you who came out for that. Great turnout. They needed us. Let's just say that. They had a shortage in volunteers and we filled that need for them. So again, big thank you for doing that. I do have another Connecting Through Community event coming up on July 26th. We're teaming up with $1 Million Teacher Project for their adult field trip taking place at the Children's Museum. So I will be putting out a call for volunteers. That's going to be fun. If you could get away for the kids for a night and go on an adult field trip and volunteer, my goodness, like that is a win-win-win. All right. So before we bring Larry in, and thanks to all of you who are tuning in on LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, also off LinkedIn, Larry's LinkedIn and YouTube. Thanks for being here so much. We appreciate you. You can always be watching the replay. This is recorded. So if you miss it, go back to it. I highly recommend you also reach out to Larry. But before we get started, a little bit of a dance video to kick us off this Friday, and I will be right back. Stay tuned. Hey, welcome back. I see Larry smiling in the green room. Larry, did you have fun? Did you have fun at that dance party? All right, well, let's bring Mr. Larry Long Jr. in. Larry is with LLJ Enterprises. Welcome to the show, Mr. Larry. Oh, you muted your mic.
Is my microphone on? We have a problem. Can you hear me? Ooh, I am excited to be here. I think they say can't stop, won't stop. Tish, thank you so much for hosting me. I got nothing but love. I'm happy to be here live.
Oh, thank you. And you brought a mic for me. I love that mic. I was telling Larry in the green room, I want one in hot pink, in fuchsia. So Larry, I'm going to have to figure out how to get one of those mics for when I'm on stages. Look at flamingo glasses. We're all ready for this Friday. I want to give a big shout out to Yolanda. I saw you. Hey, lady. She says, hey, Larry Long Jr., Mr. High Energy. Yes, thank you so much for being here live. Thanks to people who are tuning in. Like I said, LinkedIn, Facebook. If you're just like, I just catching a little bit of this and I'll come back to it. Hey, that's okay too. You can be here with us the whole time or catching the live or replay or,
You don't want to miss it. If you're here, you better stay here.
Stay here. Stay right here. Stay right here. So again, I see you on Facebook. Don't be shy. Say hi, wave, tell us where you're from, and we're going to get ready for the show. All right. So Larry, today we're going to be talking about leveraging LinkedIn, and I love LinkedIn. That's how we connected. Shout out to Brian Ondrako out of North Carolina, and Larry also joining us in North Carolina. We're talking today about leveraging LinkedIn to drive relationships and increase business. And such a great topic. Such a great topic. So, LinkedIn. Is that primarily the platform that you are on, or are you like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, all the things?
I'm on them all, but LinkedIn is the driver, at least for me, of relationships, net new relationships, which you and I met not too long ago via an existing relationship, and then strengthening existing relationships and driving business. So Facebook, that's cool. IG, that's cool. TikTok, I saw you with the dance party. That's cool. YouTube, they're all great. But in terms of, for me, business, LinkedIn is where it's at.
Yeah, I agree. I think that some people still believe, and I put myself in this category too, and I don't think that anymore. But I think a lot of people have thought LinkedIn is just like, it's just if you're recruiting, if you're a resume builder, if you need a new job, if this and this. And I keep telling them, I'm like, actually, no, there are so many entrepreneurs just building their brand on this platform and being very successful. They're very successful with this platform too, especially if you are trying to reach business owners.
They're there. They're there. And for me, that's the sandbox that I want to play in, because I know the folks that hire speakers, which is the world that I live in, they live on LinkedIn. So for me, I'm in the mix. I'm wherever they are. I want to be there, and I want to make sure I'm there in a prominent manner. It's just like life. You get out of it what you put into it. So I put a lot into it, and therefore there's no mystery why I get a lot out of it. I get approximately 91, 93% of my business inbound via LinkedIn.
Yeah. And so let's talk about that too, because I know that there are people listening that are like, how do I break into the speaker circuit? How do I get a speaking gig? How do I get a paid speaking gig? This is your guy. This is your guy. And you were just telling me, like, you have a very prominent role with National Speakers Association coming.
So I'm currently the president-elect. June 14th, I'll get inducted as the president of National Speaker Association, Carolinas chapter, really supporting professional speakers in North Carolina and South Carolina. Once again, that's a community that I've invested time in. It's been a great benefit and blessing to me and my business, to me and my family, and therefore I'm going to continue putting in. Actually, later on today, I'm going to put out a post, because I've been thinking about this word that we call philanthropy, and the service, the giving of our time, our talents, our treasures to others. And it's crazy. What I found, Tisha, is that the more I give, and the more I give with no expectation of anything in return, the more I receive. And I'm going to continue giving and giving and giving, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, it's what you said right there. You just keep giving without any expectation, but you know that down the road, it's going to come right back to you. So I mentioned in the green room, this is a shout out to Kevin Smith. He's here in Arizona from Pennsylvania, and he just gave me a kindness citation. Sweetest thing ever on LinkedIn. Like, he put my name on the certificate and he said, you are guilty of all of these things, being kind, helping out people, just doing all these things, like just always radiating energy and smiles. And I was just so touched by that. And then for him to reach out, yes, look at that. Give me the love. And then for him to reach out and say, I'm in Phoenix. I'm only here for a couple of days. Can we meet up? I was like, yes. And this is what we're talking about. This is about your relationships, leaving LinkedIn and taking it offline and strengthening. You use that word, strengthening your relationships with the people that you meet. And it's just that's the beautiful thing. I love that. I love that you said that. It's about strengthening relationships.
Yeah, I met a sales guru. This was probably 8 years ago, who shared with me in his 30 years of selling the difference between contacts, people that you know, and contracts, people you do business with, is the letter R. And that letter R is relationships. And there's a saying, I think you've heard it before. It's not what you know, it's who you know. Well, in my Steve Harvey Family Feud voice, survey says, nah, it ain't what you know, and it ain't even who you know, but it's who knows you, who likes you, who trusts you, who believes in you, that really makes things happen from my experience. So my question to your listeners and your viewers, who knows you, who likes you, who trusts you, and who believes in you? Because that's the barometer in a lot of instances on how far you'll go, how much success you'll experience. So think about that.
That was the mic drop, right? Where are your mics? Grab all your mics and drop them right now. I'm not kidding. Like drop all those mics, because that was on fire. And I've never seen it put like that. The difference between contacts and contracts is the letter R, which stands for relationships. If your relationships, and I trust me, I know people, they're surface level. They're very, very surface level. They don't go deep. I don't meet them outside of the platform, but if you are going to invest your time in people, then relationships, that's where it really happens. That's the magic behind it.
So true. And the key word you said is invest. That means that you've got to put in effort. You've got to understand that the person you're speaking with has a child that was a travel soccer player, made that change. You got to understand that the person you're talking with is a Sun Devil. And then you got to do something with that information. I see you smiling over there. I did a little bit of research. People love
me. I'm just kidding.
I did my research. People love, and I remember the last time that we chatted, people love to be heard, to be seen, to be received. And when you do that, it's amazing. The great Maya Angelou said it best. People will forget what you said. And don't get it twisted. I've got a whole lot of mics, but I know that you got to listen. People will even forget what you did, which is kind of crazy, because my mom used to say, little Larry, your actions speak so loud, I can't hear what you're saying. But what the great Maya Angelou says is people will never, ever, 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 ever forget how you made them feel. So I'm on a mission to make people feel good, so that when they think of Larry Long Jr., they think, wow, that guy really made me feel good. I can't even remember what he did, but it made me feel good.
Yeah, that's it right there. And I mean, I talk about branding all the time, but it's like, how do you want people to remember you? How do you want them to make you feel, and that's the secret sauce. That's it right there. Hey, I want to give a shout out to Mr. Groovy. He's joining us from Ventura, California. Hey, Luis. Good morning. Groovy Friday. He's another high energy. He's another one. And I always, when Luis comes on, so we just celebrated National Superhero Day on April 28th. And it was so interesting. My husband, he walks out of the house and he's wearing his superhero shirt. And I was like, I wonder if he knows it's National Superhero Day. And I was like, well, then I might as well wear my Wonder Woman t-shirt. So we rolled over to my daughter's soccer game, both wearing our superhero shirts, and it was good. But Luis gave me, so this again, relationships. I met Luis in person, and he gave me a bobblehead, a Wonder Woman Tisha figurine bobblehead, and it has my logo. I mean, I will never forget, Luis, how that made me feel when I got that gift in the mail. It was
kudos to Luis for knocking out that relationship. Go ahead with your bad self, Luis.
Go on with your bad self. Yes, Luis, you're such a great friend, and you're always supportive, and you're always on the show, and I just can't thank you enough. So yes, calling you out today. Happy Friday. Groovy Friday to you too. But yeah, let's talk about this, because we can go on and never ask the question.
right.
All right. So what steps do you encourage folks to use when they're trying to leverage LinkedIn for relationships? Like, all right, so we're on LinkedIn, and as Larry said, I met him through Brian on Draco. And and Brian's like, oh my gosh, you've got to meet Larry. You guys would be such great friends. And we got on a Zoom, and I know you were in your car, I remember, and we just hit it off so well that I'm like, dang it, I need to get to North Carolina because I want to meet you and Brian and Chris, and then go see my friend Kim in South Carolina. Like, I'm making a whole trip of this, and I'm freaking excited.
I love it. I love it. Well, great question. I appreciate it, Tisha. Can you give me a high five? I need a high five. High five.
Boom.
Thank you. So here go the 5 steps. Number 1, got to document your plan. If you don't know where you're going, you're going to be going everywhere. So number 1, document. What do you hope to accomplish? Who do you want to connect with? Why do you want to connect with them? What do you have to give? You might have to slow down to speed up and put on your thinking cap. After you've documented your plan, and I mean write it, it can be on a napkin, but write something down. Number 2, I need you to look at your personal profile. If you were to look at your profile, let's be honest, and didn't audit, what would you think? Your banner. I'm looking at the banner right now that you got for the podcast. It looks great. You're drinking your bona fide decaf coffee. Yes. It's inviting. I love the colors. I look at so many LinkedIn profiles, and the message that I get is womp womp. I mean, who's your cousin? Eeyore? Come on, Cletus. So let's go ahead and optimize our personal page, our personal brand to represent the best that we have to represent. Now, here goes where the baby steps start. You got to get into the conversation. So essentially, there's discussions that are going on in LinkedIn. In the words of that great song, get in there. Yeah. You got to get into the discussion. And I mean meaningful, thoughtful. You need to put comments on other people's content. Now, hold up. Wait a minute. We're about to get jiggy with it. In addition to entering other people's conversation, I need you to go ahead and start your own conversations. I need you to publish posts. You have a story, you have a perspective, and people need to hear it. I hear it all the time. Hey, Larry, I don't know what to talk about. If you're living life, you got some stuff to talk about. Whether it's Superhero Day, whether it's celebrating that 20-year anniversary, whether it's the travel soccer, whether it's the update of not playing travel soccer anymore and time, having freedom of time, what it's like to be radically human in a world of bots and AI and Chat GPT. You've got a ton of content that's around you. Put it out there. In the words of Nike, they're not sponsoring me yet. Just do it. And here goes number 5. I need you to partner with others. I think they say if you want to go fast, go alone. We don't want to go fast. We want to go far. You better mount up with a team. Go ahead and find an accountability partner. Find a hype squad that can help you stay accountable, because it's going to be tough. I need you to do this consistently and that you can support as well. Now, hey, I'm sorry, I'm over my time, but we didn't come this far just to come this far. I gave you 5, but I'm an overachiever. I got some extras right there. In addition to the 5-step plan, I need you to also put out a newsletter consistently. Get your voice out there. Next, I need you to take a look at what posts are getting engagements. I need you to understand what's good, what's mediocre, and what might you not want to do again. You need to learn. And then here goes the kicker. I saved the best for last. This is
bring it.
Next level connection. This is my secret, but it's not a secret. And unfortunately, less than 10% of people actually do it. When you send out one-to-one messages, you've got to leverage video, audio, and or GIFs or GIFs, however you pronounce it. No one does it. Not many people do it. I can count on one hand and 2 fingers how many people have actually leveraged video, audio, and or GIFs consistently in their messaging. That's next level. Now I hear people say, oh, my hair doesn't. Shoot, look at my hair. I don't even have any hair. Come on, Cletus. The crazy Larry Long Jr. can do it. Then you, I'm looking right at you. Yes, you can do it as well. Now, don't tell me that you're serious about LinkedIn if you don't do any of those 8 steps that I just listed, talk is cheap.
Yes. There you go. All right. That was it. Okay, where's your mic? Drop that mic again, Larry.
Come on now. They ain't ready for me. They ain't ready for me.
Hey, so I see we have people tuning in on LinkedIn because I just looked at all of you lovely viewers. Thanks so much for tuning in. And I want to give some shout outs to some folks who are with us right now. So Kevin Smith. So Kevin, I don't know if you saw this, but I just told everybody about you. Yeah. I said that I'm meeting with you. You gave me a kindness citation. Like, I was talking about how we're grabbing pizza later today. Like, that to me is relationship building. So he said, loving this conversation, all the positive energy. Had to pop in to watch briefly before I catch my Uber. I'm guessing that's to head out to pizza. I love Larry's energy and message. I'm on a mission to make everyone feel good. Looking forward to meeting up soon. Thank you so much, Kevin. I'll see you in a little bit. And then,
save me a slice. Save me a slice of pizza, please.
Oh, when you're in Arizona, you've got to hit up Spinato's, best local pizza joint. So good. So that's where we're heading. Madeline saying, hi, Larry, looking amazing. And Luis back on Facebook saying, I'm blushing. Oh, I'm so happy I made you blush. I'm so happy that you're going to remember how I feel about you, Luis, and how you just gave me this crazy gift that I'm going to hang on to and I'm going to pass on to my kids. This is mom's bobblehead. It's amazing. He also says here, loving the energy, Larry. He's as cool as the center seed of a cucumber. Yes.
Ooh, that's cool.
I know. What a great compliment. Look at that. And then Yolanda dropping all sorts of fun emojis. Mic drop. Yes, mic drop. Boom. Yes. You gave so many great nuggets, Larry, and I appreciate you even throwing in a couple of extras for us because you're right. LinkedIn, like anything, you put in, you get out what you put in. And so many of us, and I'm going to raise my hand. I know when life is busy, and I told you earlier that I haven't been as active on LinkedIn because I'm right in the middle of starting another business. And it's a priority. It's like, what do I have to work on? But now, yes, son no longer on this travel team. I get time. I get my time back. And it's a beautiful thing. And now I can jump into the platform that I love.
Tisha, yeah. I'm sorry. Someone's knocking at my door. I'm sorry. Who is it? Opportunity is knocking. Yes. And I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to look you right in the eye.
Okay. Look.
Anyone that can hear my voice, that can see my mouth moving, there's information overload that's out there. I just dropped 8 nuggets, and I've got a 9th nugget as well, but information isn't the problem. We've got information. Shoot, I take massive notes. I've got tons of content here. Action. On your mark, get set, go right now. That's what is missing in so many aspects, not just LinkedIn, but in life, in business, and in sales. Folks are noodling, and I know someone that's out there right now is noodling on an idea. Stop noodling and just do it. Life is too short. I hate to say it. I spoke at the International Cemetery, Cremation, and Funeral Association, and I don't know if y'all know this, but that was in Tucson, Arizona. But the place that holds the most dreams, unfortunately, is the graveyard, because so many people keep their dreams here. They keep their dreams here. They never give it a try. So I'm here to encourage. I'm here to cheer you on. Hercules, to go ahead and give it a try.
I love it. True story, though. All those dreams buried. Aw, you were in Tucson? You didn't tell me that. Tucson's not that far.
With the Roadrunners. I didn't know that Roadrunners really existed.
Really? Oh yeah. They're a real thing. They're definitely a real thing. All right. Okay, Larry. So I have one more question, and then we're just going to open it up to your shameless plug and and go on this Friday. But okay, I just want to know from your standpoint, what is the don't ever do this on LinkedIn? Like, I want to know what would you never do, or what have you seen that you're like, really, man, really? Okay, that's not.
It's rampant. And I call it pitch slap. It's where you connect with someone, and then the next thing you know, It's just that slap of them trying to sell you something. It's like, hold up, you don't even know me. Show me that you know me before you ask me for something. So many times when you look at the relationship bank, so many people want to make withdrawals without making any kind of deposits. So I would encourage you to give and give and give some more before you start asking. I used to own a business and it wasn't going very well. I went to Bank of America. I'll never forget. They laughed at me. They said, unless you're Black Magic, which I am, I know some magic tricks. They said, unless you're Black Magic, you can't withdraw $500. You haven't made enough deposits. Now that happens so many times on LinkedIn where people try to make a withdrawal, $500, $200, $50. I don't care what it is, but they haven't made any deposits. Now, here goes something. This is number 9, tip number 9.
Yeah, bring it.
Third-party endorsements are amazing. And on LinkedIn, it's hidden. It's down below, but it's called recommendations. I can tell you that that's a game changer. People ask me all the time, hey, Larry, why should we hire you and pay you to speak? There's speakers everywhere. I said, well, hey, don't take it from me. I'm biased. I work for the company. It's me, myself, and I. But go ahead and look at the 268. Yeah, I didn't stutter. Look at the 268 recommendations. And then you tell me, am I the right fit? Do you want energy or do you want a boring event? If you want energy, then I think I might be your guy. Do you want content? I might be your guy, but don't take it from me. Take it from the recommendations. So that's an untapped resource that so many people miss out on. I actually direct people, hey, go check out my recommendations and then let me know we should be working together.
Yeah, that's a great tip. Yes, untapped resource. All right, I want to tell you what mine is and what you don't do. You don't catfish. I've been catfished on LinkedIn.
No.
Yes. And here's the other one. This is what I'm like, really? Okay. Making assumptions. I have had so many people reach out that I am the next franchisee owner, or that I should run a State Farm insurance agency because I look like the type of gal that should and would. And I'm like, okay, well, clearly you did not see that I'm already tapped out. Like I already have more than enough business that I'm doing right now that I do not need to be a State Farm insurance agent, and I do not need to be a franchise owner, and that's it. So yeah,
I hope that wasn't
a no-no to me.
I hope that wasn't Jake from State Farm, but bad dad joke.
Was not Jake. All right. Well, Larry, I know we're running short on time, and I just want to give you, my friend, time to shameless plug and tell us what you're up to, what you're looking for, and how people can connect with you.
I appreciate it. And hey, let's keep it real. I'm here to serve. If I can ever serve you or your organization, motivational, transformational speaker, MC, I'm a coach, I'm a trainer, I've got a sales background. I would love the opportunity to serve. Please follow me on LinkedIn, send me a message. I would gladly love to help you. You can also check out my website, www.larrylongjr. That's juniorjr.com. Let's connect. I would love the opportunity to serve. So, hey, the ball's in your court. Reach out. You know where to find me. You'll probably hear me before you see me, but I can guarantee you it's certainly going to be a fun time. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Tisha.
Oh, yeah. And then I'll put this link up too. You have a book out, Jolt, so you can find that on Amazon.
That's
so
right.
Make sure
it's electric.
Yeah, I bet it's electric. All right. Cool stuff. All right. Well, thank you so much, Larry. And thank you so much to everybody tuning in on LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, or watching us on the replay. Larry is amazing, high energy. You guys will love him. So make sure you connect with him. And we will see you next time. So next Friday, if you guys are big fans of the book, The Go-Giver, I have Bob Berg tuning in. You know, he is going to be sitting here with me, and his author, Jeff, also, they are releasing a new book on sales strategy. So yeah, you want to tune into that too. So that is next Friday, May 10th, before I jet off to the Dominican. Super excited to have them on. All right. Well, thanks so much, everybody, for being here. Happy Friday. Oh, Ray says he's a magician.
Black magic.
Black magic. Yeah, black magic. All right. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in, and we'll get you back on another Tisha Talks Live at 10:45. We'll see ya. Out.